With 86 people moving to Jacksonville on a daily basis, there are a couple of things that you're going to want to know so you can fit in with the locals. Let's go! Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Dr. Adrian A. Gentry, aka Dr. Real Estate Jax with Siva Realty. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you have been here before, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about the 21 things that you're probably going to want to know before you move to Jacksonville so you can fit in with the locals. And I love shooting these videos. However, I am a real estate agent here in the Jacksonville, Florida market. So if you're looking to buy, you're looking to sell, have any real estate needs at all, I'm going to put my number right around here somewhere. Give me a call. I'm the guy who texts back. I'm the guy who calls back. I'm the guy who answers the email. So today, I want to get you acclimated to Jacksonville, Florida if you've never been here, right? Culture of its own. So you're going to want to know 21 things, so you'll understand how Jacksonville kind of operates when you get down here. So I'm going to start with number one. First of all, how to pronounce the county. This is going to be 21. I need you to understand it's written DUUVAL, but when you get here, you have to pronounce it the right way, and the right way is Duval. See, that's what you're going to hear when you get down here. Doesn't matter if you're at a sporting event, doesn't matter if you're at a concert, it is pronounced Duval. Say it with me, Duval. That is the correct pronunciation of Duval. It is not Duval County. Number 20, Jazz Festival. All right, so we have the largest jazz festival in the country, and it's a real big deal here in Jacksonville, Florida. So when it comes to that time of year, guess what? You're going to see advertisements everywhere, lining the streets downtown. You're going to see it on the radio. You're going to hear it on the radio. You're going to see it on TV. Jacksonville loves its festivals, and not just jazz festivals. We're talking about food festivals, we're talking about shrimp festivals, we're talking about music festivals, we're talking about art festivals. So if you're really into festivals, you're going to love it here in Jacksonville. So just be prepared to understand that Jacksonville loves its festivals, and every weekend we may just have one going on. Number 19, Jacksonville Jaguar lovers. Let me say it again. Jacksonville is our Jaguar lovers. The locals here are infatuated with the Jaguars. Even though they haven't proven themselves in the win category, they love the Jaguars. And in fact, a fight may break out at the stadium at any time. It happened just last week. So if you're not down with Golden Teal, you may need to get acclimated to it, or bring a team that's better, that you can say, hey, look at our record versus their record. But just understand, Jacksonville loves its Jaguars, and every Sunday that they play, they're going to pack out every bar around town to see their team, I want to say win, but number 18, the Florida-Georgia game. I know around football season, everyone gathers around and gets their snacks and gets their beer, but I don't think you've ever been to a tailgating event like the Florida-Georgia game. This is one of the largest events in Jacksonville, and the entire downtown by the stadium is completely packed. This is where you want to be. I've never seen so many people in one area having just fun surrounding football. People pull up on the St. Johns River on their boats. They're drinking. People are walking around. They're drinking. There's barbecuing going on. There's crab boils going on. Jacksonville during Florida-Georgia game is bananas, and it's hard to even travel around anywhere downtown. So if you're into tailgating, you're going to want to jump on the bandwagon and start tailgating during Florida-Georgia game. Number 17, know your bridges. Know your bridges. See, the locals around town, they kind of identify the bridges by colors, right? So if you don't know them, you need to know. We have 7 bridges right now. The Damesport Bridge, think of that as kind of a grand bridge, something you would see in Cali. Matthews Bridge, red, or my assistant always says, it's burgundy, it's red. Harts Bridge, it's green. Main Street Bridge is blue. Acosta Bridge, beautiful at night. This is a sexy bridge. They lined it with LED lights, so you will understand when you see it what the bridge actually is. The Acosta Bridge. Fuller Warren Bridge. This is the busiest bridge in Jacksonville, Florida. This is where you're going to have the most frustration. I promise you. In the morning time, it is gridlock. It's packed. Fuller Warren Bridge, the busiest bridge. Once you get here and you start traveling around Jacksonville, you'll identify that one quickly. And then the last one is the Buckman Bridge. This is I think it has a world record for the most dual bridge mileage, something like 3 back and forth. Listen, it's a long bridge, and if a wreck ever happens on there, you might as well just get you a chair and sit outside your car because you're gonna be there for about an hour. Number 16, cruise port. A lot of people don't realize this. There's only 6 cruise ports in Florida, and Jacksonville has one of them. So if you're looking to take a vacation, you don't have to go down to Port Canaveral or Miami or Fort Lauderdale to jump on a boat. What you can do is you can go down to the port down here. One of the things I've learned, if you want to take a cruise and you don't have a definite time to be back, what you may want to do is you want to go down there right before port call, and sometimes you can get tickets for like $99. Or if you say, hey, wake up one morning, you want to go on a cruise, see who has last minute tickets and what boat is actually going out. Order your tickets right there, because guess what? They don't want to have any of those rooms empty. Number 15, our supermarket is Publix. When I was in Virginia, it was Farm Fresh when I was growing up. When I went down to Texas, it was H-E-B. Everybody goes crazy about H-E-B. Well, here, that's Publix. It's like the Chick-fil-A of all supermarkets. You're going to want to shop at Publix. They have the fresher foods and the organic foods, and then you have Winn-Dixie, and then you have what? Kroger. Kroger is on its way here. It seems that way because they've been delivering recently, but your store is most likely going to be Publix. So just get used to the green big sign that says Publix and go in. They don't have the BOGO specials like Winn-Dixie, but Publix, that's where you will be shopping. Just understand that now. Number 14, big city, small city feel. So Jacksonville, you know by now, is the largest city in the country. However, it has a small town feel, and everyone knows everyone. It's like the 7 degrees of separation is played out right here in Jacksonville. So I always tell people, if you're the type of person that's coming to Jacksonville to get over on people, guess what? They're gonna find out pretty fast. However, on the flip side, if you're the type of person that is coming here to network, build a business, you're going to be able to run into some incredible individuals, and it's all by meeting 1 or 2 people. Like, meet one, they introduce you to someone else, meet someone else, they introduce you to someone else, and then guess what? All of you guys are friends. Number 13. If you're like me, you're probably addicted to coffee. And Jacksonville downtown smells just like that. So when you're driving down there, don't think that your addiction is getting out of hand, that you're just smelling coffee for no reason. There is Maxwell House Coffee downtown, and it's kind of welcoming. Like, it's one of those things you look forward to when you're driving downtown, is to actually smell the coffee aroma. And the locals, we just understand one thing: it's there. So when you get down there, don't feel like you're going crazy. Just open your nostrils and smell that great brown crack. It is amazing to smell the coffee in the morning time. Number 12. Jacksonville has really nice people. Listen, I love talking to people, and I love hearing people talk and tell stories and things of that nature. So Jacksonville is really one of those places where people are friendly. You're going to get the head nod. You're going to get the, hey, how are you doing, on a regular basis. I was actually out in Green Cove Springs the other morning showing a property, and I stopped at this little restaurant for breakfast, Sun Up to Sunrise or something like that, right? And I sit down and I order my food, and then next thing you know, I start talking to the table next to me, and then another table joins in, and so next thing you know, it's like 3 tables all in one, and we're comparing notes about food and talking. Like, it's like we were old war buddies or something, and we were laughing and joking. And that's basically how Jacksonville is. There are very nice people here, no matter where you're at in town, going downtown, going to the beach, going to the west side. I enjoy the fact that people say hello. I enjoy the fact that there's actually common courtesy. Now, everybody's, you know, how that goes. But I enjoy the fact that that's common out here, that people actually talk to each other. They don't just, what's up, dog? They actually say, hey, how you doing? What's going on? How's your day? Number 11, I have to address this one. Alligators don't just walk up to your door, right? It's funny that people think that, but I can understand where you get it from. If you're watching the news and you see all the crazy stuff that goes on in Florida, and you see people wrestling alligators, you would think that they just walk up to your door. Let me help you out real quick. I've lived here for a minute. I've never seen an alligator just walk up to my door. I had that one time when I went tubing, or pants came off when I was upside down. I didn't want to let go. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing alligators on the bank, and I wanted to choke out the guy who told me there was no alligator. So just be warned. If there's water, believe there's alligators there. If you see water, believe there's snakes there. But are they walking up to your door? Absolutely not, right? You may see them in a pond, a creek every now and then. Some neighborhoods have retention ponds and they'll find their way there, but most HOAs get them removed quickly, so you don't have to worry about the alligators walking up to your door and asking for food. It just does not happen in Jacksonville. Number 10, I'm gonna talk about this because COVID has been in our face a lot recently. And I know a lot of people, they pick and choose where they want to live based off of the healthcare in that area. A lot of people don't realize that Jacksonville has a lot of nationally ranked hospitals. So I want to talk about the Mayo Clinic. I want to talk about Wolfson's Children's Hospital, Brooks Rehabilitation Center, UF Health Jacksonville, and also for our vets moving to Jacksonville, the VA hospital is here in Jacksonville, Florida right now. They're currently building another one, and I think it's going to be like 2 or 3 years before it's complete. But if you have to take a trip down to Gainesville to the VA hospital, it's only about an hour away. So if you find yourself dealing with something serious in Jacksonville, you'll be in safe hands, as we have, like I said before, nationally ranked hospitals that can take care of those needs. Number 9, we now have tolls, right? Back in 2019, tolls started back after 30 years, and I wish I could find the news clip where they actually interviewed me, and I was like, no, forget tolls. Y'all need to fix these potholes. That's literally, I think, what I said on the interview. Maybe not with the animation, but they aren't the old-fashioned tolls that you have to throw the money in. They are electronic tolls, and like the city of Orlando, you won't find them on every back street. And I know if you've driven in Orlando, you'll understand you can get off on the street and it can be just the most basic of road, and all of a sudden you got to throw change in there. For regular vehicles, it does not run you that much money. I think it's 60 cents with a Sun Pass and 85 cents when it's tolled by plate. But I initially did not like the tolls, but what I realized, especially being a real estate agent, is it helps you get around town a lot faster. So just be prepared. We have tolls now, and you're going to be billed by plate if you do not get a Sun Pass. Number 8, I'm talking about this because guess what? I was a soldier, and I understand my sailors are coming down here, and people always want to know about what is there to do. So let's talk about alcohol real quick. You can get it 7 days a week here. Unlike when I lived in Georgia, Sundays, I think it was cut off on Saturday at 11, and you couldn't get it all day Sunday in case you were in the military, and you can get on base. In Virginia, they only sold liquor inside of an ABC store. Here, it's wide open, guys. I'm gonna just let you guys know. 7 days a week, you can purchase alcohol. So if you're having those parties on the weekend and you've had restrictions in other states that you come from, understand there's no real restrictions here. However, there is a cutoff time. So understand you will be able to buy alcohol all week long for those people who drink. I don't drink anymore, so it doesn't affect me, but it may affect you. Number 7, staycations. I don't know if you've ever lived in a place that's been subtropic, right? But this is a great place to just take a weekend off, and you can stay right here. You don't have to go anywhere else. There's beautiful beaches to stay at. You can ride to Amelia Island. You can ride to Fernandina Beach. You can ride to Neptune Beach. And just recently, Margaritaville actually put a little resort here. So you guys can have amazing staycations right here in town. I was just talking to my assistant the other day as we were driving through San Marco, and I said, you know what? It's crazy. We actually live where most people vacation. Like, people come here to vacation, and I guess we don't recognize how beautiful it is. So if you're looking to just have a break for a weekend, you don't have to really go anywhere. You can stay right here within 50 miles. You can go to St. Augustine. It's right there, and have a great staycation. You, your wife, leave the kids or bring the kids, whatever you choose, but it's a great place for staycations. Number 6, up and coming city. Now, I know you guys have heard this before. I hated Jacksonville when I first got here, but I can see the potential in growth after I opened my mind a little bit and traveled out of my zone, right? We are growing tremendously over the last 2 or 3 years. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there's 86 people moving here daily, and I was doing a little research and I found out that 33,000 people visit Jacksonville daily. Right? Maybe because we have an international airport, plus we have the military here, but 33,000 people are visiting Jacksonville daily, and there are businesses, large corporations coming in. They are remodeling downtown right now. They're providing new jobs, and then they are giving so many incentives. The city is giving so many incentives for large business to come here and set up shop. So right now, Jacksonville is definitely up and coming. I think it's been like 14% growth in the job market over the last 2 years. So if you're looking for a town that is on the up and up, like rising right now, you're going to want to definitely look at Jacksonville. Number 5, military town. So we have 3 bases that kind of help drive the economy here and one of the large employers of people in Jacksonville, Florida. One being NAS Jax, the second being Mayport, and then we have a smaller facility, Camp Blanding, that is for training, right? And I cannot forget about Kings Bay, Georgia, which is only right across the state line, and that's our naval submarine base where a lot of them actually live here in Jacksonville. So military town, meaning military discounts, meaning military family, meaning a lot of diversity and culture right here in Jacksonville. So if you're coming here from the military, just understand you're going to get some perks of discounts everywhere you go, because this economy is driven by those who served us. I am happy to say I am a veteran, and I'm happy to talk with anybody who's coming in from the military to just understand this is a place for you. Number 4, seafood. Seafood, seafood. Seafood. Listen, guys, people in Jacksonville love their seafood. Let me help you out real quick. There is a crab something on every corner. I mean, juicy crab, crafty crab, rocking crab. I've never seen people in my life eat so many blue crab. I grew up in the Chesapeake Bay area, and I will not eat blue crabs. Like, they fry them. I have never seen that. Like, they fry the crabs any way that they could possibly make it. They love seafood in this town, and you're gonna see fish fries, and we have a deep sea port here. Like, so Mayport shrimp is a huge thing. So if you're not in love with seafood, get in love with seafood, because seafood is a delicacy here in Jacksonville, Florida. And I think Jacksonville, I'm pretty sure Jacksonville was home of the crab tray, right? It's a tray with crabs and potatoes and corn, and you throw in the sausage, and then you pour, you know, the butter that will stop your heart over top of it, and sprinkle it with seasoning. Oh, so good. But listen, if you don't love seafood, start loving it, because it's going to be on every menu in every restaurant that you go in, no matter where you are. Jacksonville locals love seafood. Number 3, hurricanes. I know moving to Florida, if you're from up north, one of the things that most people are worried about is hurricanes. So I want to show you this. The worst hurricane that we've had in 100 years was back in 2017, which was Hurricane Irma, and it was a Category 3. What it did was it flooded downtown, it flooded San Marco area, it flooded Riverside. However, it was not a hurricane that devastated the city. We have more tropical storms, so to speak, right? By the time it gets to us, it typically drops down in category to almost to a tropical storm, so we get the rain. We get the wind, and then we get people that have bought out the entire supermarket for water and toilet paper. But I want to assure you, we haven't had devastating hurricanes here in a very long time. I'm not saying that they won't happen, but I am saying you can rest assured that the past has shown us that we don't get hit really hard with hurricanes in Jacksonville. Number 2, you need a car. I had a lady recently ask me on one of my YouTube videos, can I just have a scooter? And I said, I wouldn't recommend it if you live in one area of town and you work in that area of town. Absolutely, it'll work for you. However, if you watch any of my videos, you know that it takes about 32 minutes to get across town. If you've been listening this far, you know that there are a lot of bridges. And if you're going across town, you're going to have to cross the bridge. I wouldn't recommend anybody crossing the bridge on a little scooter. So if you're moving to Jax, get a car, guys, because the bus system ain't the best here, and you're going to want to get to where you're going fast. Number one, I'm telling you this up front so you don't come to Jacksonville and get beat up. Duvalians love their city. The locals here have love for Jacksonville like I have never seen in any other city. I'm trying to help you guys out now. I did a video, 8 things I hate about Jax. Now, understand this. I was talking about the heat. I was talking about bugs. I was talking about pollen. I don't even think they watched the video. People just started inboxing me. Oh, don't talk about my city. Oh, I'll choke you out. I'm like, golly, all I was talking about was about the heat. Like the heat in Duval County. Duvalians absolutely love their city, and you need to understand that from the beginning when you get here. Once you get here and you start to get acclimated in the city, guess what? I'm going to tell you right now. I began to love it. I hated it from the beginning, but I love it now. So I just gave you 21 things so you can feel more local when you actually get here, like you're from here. And if you're looking to move here, I'm course, put my information somewhere around here. Looking to buy, looking to sell, whatever real estate needs you have, check me out. If you've watched this video and you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. But until next time, be great and choose excellence in everything you do.